Welcome back to my channel. This is my first ever voiceover. I will be doing the Mulligan challenge at New Life Christian Church. Hole number 1, I am throwing a Lucidex Justice first. Left is short, about 30 feet left of the basket. I use a Mulligan and I throw a VIPX harp. Pulled it just a little bit and I am about 25 feet. First putt of the day. Have a good cleanup with the Lucidex Justice. Hole number 2, I decided to use the Lucidex Justice again, throw it out far right, close ace run, and I'm about 10 feet away from the basket. Good clean it for birdie 2. Hole number 3, I decide to use the harp first, and I left it about 30 feet short of the basket. So I decide to use the Mulligan, and I go with, again, the Lucidex Justice. Skips up, almost hits the pin, and I'm about 10 feet away. Take note that my putter was wet, had no towel, and I proceeded to miss that putt. I was a little upset about that, but I have a good cleanup with the Lucidex Justice. I do a standstill forehand with the felon first. I threw too much ante, just held it and never came out of it. I take a Mulligan and I force over a Tournament X Audi. Super overstable, skips up to the basket. About 10 footer again. Good cleanup. Hole number 5, I'm at 2 down. I use a classic blend Marshall off the tee and leaves me about a 10 footer. Good cleanup for birdie 2 again. Hole number 6, I'm sitting at 3 down. I like the forehand route a lot. I used the BT hard harp on that hole, and some weirdos decide to bury my disc, and still got the birdie 2. Hole number 7, I'm sitting at 4 down. I used the Lucid Bounty, little hyzer flip up the middle, looked like an ace run, about 7 feet this time. Clean it for birdie 2. I am using, I believe, a old Verdict. I did a standstill and went automatically left, and then I had a bad adjustment and decided to go with an Invader. So I'm sitting about 35 feet from the basket, and just doink the bottom of the basket. Nice tap in 3. Hole number 9, I'm sitting at 5 down. I like to use a first run felon. Missed my gap by a mile, and that's about 30 feet from the basket. Then I use a Tournament X Fortress and went the route that I was supposed to go the first time. So now I'm putting for birdie about 20 feet from the basket. Just airballed it low. Have this short comebacker for par. Back again on hole 1. I believe I was using a Verdict. Was good with that. About another 10-footer. Good cleanup for birdie. Was very happy about that. I think I was going with a old verdict on this hole. Gave it a nice ace run. Little long left. Good cleanup for birdie. Happy about that again. Then I over-adjusted on the first round and just threw it high and long OB with the hard harp. Then I throw the Lucid X Justice and overcorrected, and I was about 30 feet long and just spit out, and just, it was all my fault. Good cleanup. So I went with the Tournament X Audi first and didn't like it, so I'm taking another mulligan. I believe I'm throwing a Prototype Criminal. Just too high, not the right, no ante to it, so it just went straight and right, and went right. So I have this about 20-footer for birdie. Was happy about that. Send that 8 down. And I throw a classic Marshall and didn't like it out of my hand. So I'm throwing I think it was a Lucid X Justice again. And was about 10 feet to 12 feet away from the basket. And still didn't have no towel. So I'm just wiping the snow off with my pants and just bad putt again. I think I would have shaved off at least 3 to 4 strokes if I had a towel. No joke. So I had a good cleanup. Still send that 8 down. Try to do the hard harp. Forehand line. Hit an early tree. Did the VIPX harp. And just pulled it again. And so I have this 30-footer in the trees, in the forest. Taking my time as usual. And I believe I hit the tree in front of it. So now I have a short comebacker for 3. So I am throwing the bounty again on a hyzer flip line. Stand still. Threw it too high, caught up those trees, and was probably 15 to 20 feet short. So I'd elect to use a mulligan and use my other bounty, and got through all that stuff. Again, no towel. I'm telling you, I would have shaved at least 3 to 4 strokes if I had a towel. But anyways, 8 down. I think this is hole 17. And hit the pin. I thought that was going in the whole way. So I used a mulligan anyways to give it an ace run. And it was so bad. Just threw it too high, too left. And so I used the first drive anyways. Birdie. And I believe this is a Prototype Evader. And I thought it was closer than it was. And so it's about 15 to 20 feet away. I believe this was a headwind, and just, again, I would have saved 3 to 4 strokes if I had a towel. Can't make this up. I mean, still got some stews pointing fingers. And I was laughing the whole time, so I ended up airballing that one and running to it because how bad it was. But anyways, thanks for watching, and have a good rest of your day.